And ask yourself this question. Would you rather have an enemy you know or enemy you don't know? Of course, you have an enemy you know. And whether you're a Democrat or Republican, we all can agree one thing. We just sneaky people, just bad, right? Kristen Sinema, I think I said her name, Arizona Senator, and Manchin, whatever. I hate even giving respect to call these people names. Like, I just don't respect these people at all. And my mind just won't even let me say their names correctly. But y'all know West Virginia, your y'all fault, by the way, for voting him. But anywho, they're obviously are secret agents. They're actually they're playing both sides. They're actually a double agent, actually, because they're claiming to be Democrats when they're just Republicans. Here's a lady who said, listen to this, y'all. A lot of y'all don't know this. This lady said she didn't go to the January 6th meetings, or it was a hearing, or it was something that had to do with January 6th insurrection, because she had a family matter. Hey, we all know it wasn't a family matter. We all know she just didn't want to tell her the truth how she feel, because she'll look bad. The truth how she feels. And y'all know the truth how she feels? She doesn't consider it an insurrection. It's just an event that happened. No big deal. People got killed, so what? Trump. Like, she one of those women. You know what I mean? And she looked like she's a quintessential MAGA person when you look at her, honestly. To me personally, I don't want to get into like what people should look like. That's not right, but yeah. And Manchin, you know, it's one thing to side with Republicans. It's another thing to side against democracy. It's another thing to side against people voting. Even a person who don't like black people can say, hey, you know what? I don't want that. That's not fair to do people like that. You're trying to restrict voting, and only Republican states are doing it, not the rest of the country. Specifically, Republican people. The same Republican people who none of them wanted to give anybody any money. None of that $1,400 you got. You hate Democrats agree you got the $1,400. I ain't see no Republican get their money back yet. Listen, man. They don't care about y'all. They care about their agenda. Mitch McConnell, I repeat, Mitch McConnell has said, listen, he's going to do everything in his power to block Biden like he did Obama. Now, if that don't bother you, I don't know what will. This man is literally saying, no matter what, if it's something good, it could be something good for the American people. It could be something that we all need. He gonna block it. No matter what. 100% blocking everything. It could be something that fixes something, that infrastructure, or give people $1 million. He gonna block it. Meanwhile, he's worth more than $10 million. He's worth more than $20 million, and Kentucky is the top 5 poorest states in the country. But they keep voting for him because they know how racist he is, how bad of he is. They think they're proving the point. They think they're trying to be funny by voting him every year. But they the ones. Hey, look though. Hey, look though. Hey, hold on. Kentucky people think, listen how stupid these idiots is. Kentucky people think they being funny and voting for trying to keep him in office because they want to show the world we're Republican and now we're gonna stand with our guy. And they losing, he winning. How stupid is they? Like, y'all not hurting us really, honestly, because we're not. Y'all like the top poorest states. Like, Kentucky is a bad place to live at. And y'all being funny, trying to vote this guy that got millions of dollars in, thinking y'all hurting the rest of the world. We don't even care for real. Like, he might hold some things back, but ultimately, like, our state's okay. Like, and I live in a Republican state, and he ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, he's the devil. And, like, one thing about Ohio, though, hey, I'm going to tell you something about Ohio. Listen, I hate it that's a Republican state because they be so evil. But let me tell you something about these Republicans in Ohio. they'll vote you out of there. You ain't getting no 20-year term if you acting. If you doing too much, you too wrong. We ain't got that type of loyalty. You ain't about to be messing us up. You ain't about to mess our checks up now. Like, all jokes aside, Ohio is plenty racist. Trust me. But I'm gonna tell you something about these white racist people and some of these black racists and some of these Hispanic racist people that live here. They will come together and vote you out. Don't get it twisted. Like, but see, Kentucky, they too prideful. That's that Southern stuff. Like, they too prideful, man. Y'all keep that dude there for over 20 years. He ain't did not one thing for y'all. And y'all think y'all being funny. Y'all poor. Literally poor. Gotta be stupid. But anywho, like I say though, it's when you live in it, it's we can't have, like, it just amazes me how, like, Republicans stick together in the most stupidest ways. But the Democratic Party, who need Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, when we need those two for us to stick together, they like, no, we're not sticking together. A Republican will stick together in 24 states just to stop unemployment for people that's getting money. Think about that. And it comes out, the reason why they're stopping it, because most of those corporations has ties to the senator, the head senator that wanted it, and other senators that want it. Corporations paying them basically to get the people back in their job. Stop your unemployment to get them. I'm not lying. You can't make this up. They didn't want to give y'all $1,400. They didn't want to give you no money. They wanted to first say that it's about cops and military, to kill cops, and say they didn't. Basically, say it never happened. Want to investigate it. And they want to be double agents. And you want people to respect Republicans. Know your enemies, man. If it's possible, Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema has to go. We have to get them out. Some people may say, if you get Manchin out, who is going to be a Republican and go for West Virginia? It always has. Not true. In most studies, they say, hey, they don't agree with him. They don't agree with those type of things, what he's doing. So even if it's a Republican, what's the difference? What is really the difference, though? We got to get Democrats from other states. But would you rather have a person that's truly not for you on your side and work for the other team, rather than a person you know work for the other team? Meanwhile, y'all having meetings for Democrats, and he leaking information, or she leaking information. Y'all can't even talk amongst them no more, because they going back and tell everybody. They obviously working with the other side, obviously. But the thing about it, they're not staying true. They're cancel culture. Republican people are cancel culture. Liz Cheney don't agree with Trump doing the stuff he did. You know what happened? They got her out of there. They canceled her. They canceled her. It's Democrats who don't agree with everything Biden do, or Kamala Harris do, or anybody else do. They don't just cancel their situation. Republicans are actually the cancel culture. If you don't go with Trump in the narrative, you out of here. It's not me trying to say I'm a Democrat. It's not me saying, I'm telling you everything that's the truth. Nothing I'm saying is a lie. Nothing. So you might say, oh, he's a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I think I am at this point. Maybe I am, because Republicans, but I never consider myself a Democrat. Republicans are so vile and so evil. They make you return to an independent person or a Democrat, because they just lie so much. It's just out of, everybody lie, but they out of control lying. They don't think the sky is blue. They tell you it's purple. So, hey, though, that's what I'm telling y'all, man. Stay on your game, man. And if I had an enemy, I want to know my enemy. I don't want my family member to be my enemy. And I know him. Meanwhile, they plotting behind my back, Julius Caesar style. And I'm like, not you too. You gotta Google why I said that. But you know what I mean? Like, be careful, man, because these Republicans are evil. Man. And they gotta have their way, or there's no way. So yeah, for sure.